seasons pass. I watch from the high tower window as the heat of summer fades, the fields turn gold, and leaves drift by in shades of brown and grey. Snow coats the land in a suffocating blanket, but the stillness does not bring me peace. Years roll by. I lock myself in my castle tower, tending to my own needs, knitting and spinning. At first, people bother me. I tell them to leave me alone. They think I will change my mind. I do not. As the seasons pass, it becomes clear that I do not intend to leave. Roland begs, Janet whispers in my ear. The Fairhaven girls are growing older. When I next look up, decades have passed. They are bent and grey. The people that I love are dying. I return to my crafting. A century goes by, then 2, 3. All that I have built is crumbling. My tower is all that remains of my heart. Roland lies rotting in an unmarked grave. Perhaps, finally, I am ready for death. Queen Maud? The voice jolts me awake. Of course I was not asleep. How could I be? I am a lich. I am dead. Liches do not sleep. We are perpetually awake. And yet it was a dream, or a nightmare. The vestiges of that deep melancholy threaten to overwhelm me. It takes me a while to return to myself. Whatever it was powerful. The taste of bitterness is thick in my mouth. Not a dream, then. A product of my own mind? A daydream? Or a vision sent from some interfering god or goddess? My money is on that last. I clench my fists in anger. If there is one thing I cannot abide, it is mad gods cluttering up the place and thinking they know better than everyone else. I know I will have to deal with the Whisperer. Soon. Very soon, or I will have to rot in my tower and let the world collapse around me. Death, one way or another. The scent of fresh mint and a few buttercup petals float past my nose. Yes, yes, message received loud and clear. I glare at my knitting. I have dropped a stitch. Queen Maud? Ah, yes, someone was talking to me. It is Roland. He looks mildly concerned and carries a sheaf of papers under one arm. But that is his way. You would never leave me, would you, Roland? I interrupt, shaking a few petals out of the wool. My chief minion and dear friend looks at me in confusion. His sheer disbelief soothes the hollow in my chest. Of course not, ma'am. And yet, I can see the body he wears is fraying. He will need another soon if he is to serve me in undead perpetuity. Of course, I can just keep upgrading his parts, as I have been. An ear here, a new limb there. He has been through 3 sets of hands in the last year already, mostly because he works so hard. But as long as his soul is the same, does it really matter whose body parts he wears? He is a patchwork of stitching and mending, displaying his repairs with pride. And I am proud of him. He has come a long way since he slithered into my village, riding on the greasy coattails of the fetid necromancer who murdered me. May he rest in pieces. What did you want? I ask. Prince Salazar is expecting you at the grand opening of his theatre, says Roland. I thought you might want to get changed. I stare at him blankly for a few moments while my brain catches up. Then I leap up, spilling wool and cat from my lap in a mad tumble. Thank you, I do. Jenkins yowls at me in disgust and stalks off, his tail whipping from side to side. I blow him a kiss before racing to my chambers to prepare. I'll be right there, I shout to Roland.